Hey y'all, it's Chanel. I am in these God-employed entrepreneur streets. I'm bringing you information on how to walk out your faith, build your business while all having a family here on the channel. So if you're on your faith journey just like me, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment. I want to hear from you. It get a little questionable and a little lonely in these YouTube streets. So if you're on the other side of this camera and you're listening, which of course all of us who's on YouTube is hoping and praying that someone is listening, someone is watching, but I really do want to know who the video is reaching, if you can relate. Again, I am in these God employed, and I say God employed because God literally called me out of my job and into entrepreneurship, and it has been a journey. I actually wanted to do another video, but I'm gonna start with this video. What I've learned, this is what's so crazy about being in these God employed entrepreneur streets. Just on this last week, which I've had a week, I uploaded a video a few days ago and I was just crying. I was being very emotional, but it was very raw. Funny thing is, I have been questioning from that day until yesterday. I was having a conversation with my sister and I kept saying, like, everything that's been happening, I'm trying to maintain the faith, but it makes me feel like, God, did I really hear you? And I'm trying not to cry right now because it's a whole situation, y'all. But I was like telling her, I was like, did I hear God? Like, did he tell me to make this move? And I lied to you not. I will put the live stream, and if I can find the very minute our pastor said it, and when he said, and I quote, making you, like, the devil will have you questioning, God, did you really say this?
God, him being true to what he said. And a lot of time God has promised you something, but Satan sometime will come with some distractions to make you feel like you need to forfeit what he has promised you and do it on your own. But you cannot lose focus, because after a while, I want you to understand, don't ever say that, did I hear him wrong? The devil will mess you up because God is just taking his time, because he is time. He got all the time he needs. And whatever time he take, you better rest in his time.
And we looked at each other and laughed, and it was like a laughable moment in that moment. But on Wednesday, when I was literally trying to get some stuff together so I can have food in my house, my car was towed. I had $353 to my name. That was a lot better than I was the week prior, but I had some money. It took $515 for my car to get towed. My account is still 150 something odd dollars in the negative. Now, I'm not saying that for a sob story. I'm saying that little by little, every day, God is reminding me that he is with me. I'm not perfect in the least bit. I am human. I am always going to advocate for, expressing my human emotions and feelings and all that other stuff. But I think, I know what God is trying to do in this season is elevate me and mature me to a place where I'm not just operating from how I feel and what things look like, but literally learning to walk by faith, literally learning to trust him with and in everything. Is it easy? Not for me. Okay, I don't know about you. I don't know what your journey is like. I only know what my journey is like, and I know for me. Okay, someone who likes being in control, who finds security in having control, because I know when I'm not in control, things don't normally happen the way that I want them to happen. When I'm in control, at least I'm the one to blame. But if someone else is in control, then it's like you let me down, and I don't like that feeling. And that comes from a whole different situation, just growing up and feeling disappointed, feeling let down, having someone make promises to you. They don't keep the promises. They don't show up like they're supposed to. And then I'm just realizing, okay, he is not God. My dad is not God. My dad was a man, okay? God rest his soul. He made mistakes. Even my mom, even the times where I felt let down and disappointed by my mother, mainly by my father, a lot by my father. But when it comes to knowing, even in relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, just remembering you said, I'm expecting you to show up. Excuse me for being so naive and thinking people are people of their word. You get what I'm saying? And so just realizing that God is not my dad. God is not my mother. God is not my ex-boyfriend. God is not that best friend who I thought was the best friend, but they were friendly enemies. Like, God is not them. God is God. He is sovereign. He is rich in mercy. He is powerful. He is all-knowing. He is loving. He is just. He is kind. He is patient. He is long-suffering. Like, God is all these things, but he is not them. Right? And so just get into a place to realize I can let my guard down. I can let go of control and give it all to God, and let God be God. Let him be Abba Father. Let him be the one that shows me, okay, when I say I got you, that's exactly what I mean. And like this week, it was like, try not to stress went completely out the window. Right? But it's also God showing me, I said I got you. I just want you to trust me. I just want you to relax. Now, my card couldn't have went through. Like, I just swiped it. I was like, it either works or works. Now, that's not how I was applying this saying to the year. But literally, the card is either going to work or it's declined, and I won't be able to get my card. Period. I'm going to have to figure out how to do something. I'm going to have to go out in these streets and hustle. And even now, y'all, I've never had so many issues with gig work in my life. Ooh, there's a gnat. I've never had so many issues with gig work. Like, there's always been funds. There's always been money that I cut the app on and orders. Okay, I got high ratings, so I'm like expecting stuff to come in. When I tell you, it's like the valley of dry bones. Like, it is dry and very dry. Everything seems so dry. I mean, not getting no hits early in the mornings, afternoons, when the area on DoorDash say it's very busy or busy. And you telling me out of all the days I've opened this app, I had one hit 2 weeks ago and I made $5. Now, y'all, that already had me in a whole situation, but I don't even want to talk about that, okay? But let me get back to the point I've been trying to make is God has been showing he's with me, but God has also been showing me, because I haven't stopped working on my business, sis. I haven't stopped getting things together in order so that when I'm praying, and as I'm praying, God bless my business, open the doors, make the ways. God, I need the customers. God, I need new customers. I want the returning customers to come back. I want to continue to build a brand that, it's not like the other brands. It stands alone. It's in its own category, so on and so forth. I was realizing how I have been treating the business that I started with my daughter in 2020 not as a business. I have been treating it way too casual. And I was even telling somebody today before church, because I was delivering an order. And I was like, I realized how a lot of the things that I'm having to do now, updating my website, updating product descriptions, and how it's taking so much longer because I have put so much on the back burner. And I was like, that is on me. That's my fault. But God had kept like nudging me, like, okay, even getting my business, putting my business on TikTok. God had told me at the beginning of the year, end of December, beginning of January, put your business out there. Now I'm thinking TikTok shop. I never asked for clarity. I never asked for direction. I never asked for strategy. I was just like, okay, God, here we are in September. And I'm seeing like, okay, God, had I just done what you said, the kind of clientele I'm praying and hoping for now, I would have been had. And I believe God was giving me a grace, but I know God is still giving me a grace. Somebody asked me last week, actually it was Sunday, so the beginning of last week, you know, how is everything on TikTok going? And I was like, oh, I forgot I told them that. But it's like, there's that nudge again. So when I say I've been trying to get everything together, website, and some days I'm like, Jesus, this is a lot. But that's on me. And the moral of this whole video right now is a lot of the times we are praying for something specific. But do you know what the highest form of faith is? Preparation. And what's so crazy is with my cohort of entrepreneurs, like we pray every Thursday, right? We pray for our businesses. We pray for other businesses. We've been doing this for years. But when we do not prepare, where is our faith? Like we're just expecting it to happen and we don't have to put in the work. And I think even now I'm wanting everything to move so quickly and so rapidly because I had to make the decision. But God has literally been trying to prepare me for this moment since the beginning of the year. But because I was so nonchalant, so casual with everything, God said, okay, I'm gonna let you have it. But now that I'm in it and I'm in the moment, I was like, oh God, that's me. It doesn't mean that God still can't do rapidly. It doesn't mean that he still can't blow my mind, because I still do believe that God is gracious. He's a father. He is still gracious. So yes, I do believe that God is still going to show me favor. But this was stuff I was supposed to do like months ago. So in some ways, with me having a little fit on Wednesday, and I'm just like, God, what else? Is this part of the plan? You know, God, why is this happening? And it's like, but God has been literally nodding and prodding and trying to nudge you into action, into movement. And now I'm in a place where I don't have no choice. But I'm seeing how me not doing what I was supposed to do over so many months, over 9+ months, how it's really costing me, first off, peace that I'm supposed to have in this season. And the rest I'm supposed to have in this season. Because right now, what I've been praying for, it's supposed to be a well-oiled machine by now. But what happened? I took it for granted what God was saying, the opportunity that he was presenting when he was presenting it. You can hear what I'm saying? So there's a lot in this journey that I'm not only learning about God, I'm learning about me. And on Wednesday, I just kept saying, I never want to be in this place again. And in order for me never to be in the place where I'm crying because my car got towed, that it even was in the place where it got towed, I have to literally do what I need to do. I can't treat business casual. Like, my whole thing about starting businesses, having financial freedom, creating legacy, it's not gonna do it by itself. God's not just gonna drop a perfectly well put together business into my lap and then I'm just there collecting checks. And I think sometimes when we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, let me just speak for me, because you're good. I believe you're good. Let me just speak for me. I believe y'all all got it together. First off, because y'all not commenting. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know what kind of business you got going on. Whatever. Okay, I'ma just, sis, bro, you got it together. I did not, but I am now. Let me tell you, when I say the other day I was spending a lot of time on a website, like didn't even realize, this is how crazy. I didn't even realize the links on my website were not working properly. Like none of the people who actually use the website, because a lot of people, they're like, they come to me. They're like, okay, we know you. I don't want to use the website. And I'm trying to get like some of my customers out of that habit. Some of them will use it, some of them won't. Long story short, I didn't even know the links were not working correctly. Like it wasn't taking them where they needed to be. There was some error pages, like the 404 pages, like things were not coming up. And I'm like, how did I not know this? Because I wasn't treating my business like a business. I was treating it like a hobby. And now I literally have to switch my mindset that no, you can't be casual with this. So what did I do? I was working on my website. I was diligent. I was taking product photos. Had photos up there, and I mean, like they were generic, honey. Now they were of actual products that we have. Like right now we have butters, oils, scrubs, bath bombs. And then I was doing inventory, and I forgot I even had my daughter doing the inventory. Okay, because just if you didn't know, if you own a business and your children are working for the business, that's tax write-offs. But here I am trying to get to the point of tax write-offs and payroll and being able to pay her and write that off. And it's like, you got to do first things first. You cannot treat this casually. And so I'm going to end with this. Whatever God gave you, you cannot treat casually. You can't do it. Like, I mean, you can if you want to. But I'm trying to be that sister, that friend that's telling you, like, if you choose to treat the business casually, and then when God gives you the opportunity and the green light to go full speed ahead, then you're gonna run into some roadblocks. And that, I know that is not what God has wanted for me. I know it's not. He's tried to spare me for 9 months by nudging me, prodding me, do this. Every time I thought about the business, it was like, oh, I need to update my website. Did I do it? Yeah. So, like, this is really a journey for me. I'm maturing. I'm growing. The only person I can be frustrated with in this season is me. Because God has been God, and He's been good, and He's been showing up. I haven't been showing up. I haven't been doing all I can. And so there's some things that I've been doing in the interim, and I'm going to talk about them in the next video. I'm definitely going to cut this video short, but look for the next video that I upload in a couple of days on the things that I am doing, some of the things that's helping me to keep and get my mind right, so that I don't have no victim mentality, so that I'm not crying, woe it's me, when girl, it's because of you that you are not where you want to be, that everything is not working exactly like you thought it should or could in this very moment. So I will catch you in the next video. All right, bye.